Take people like Jay-Z and Pusha T, they made their living killing our people. So how the fuck they gonna stand up? You know what I'm saying? You think they would ever tell the truth? No, they told the truth, right? They go to jail. You know what I'm saying? So you have liars.
50 Cent has finally responded to Jay-Z and Pusha T being exposed in the Epstein files. For those of you guys that don't know, last night it was publicly revealed to the entire world that Pusha T and Jay-Z were both revealed to be in the Epstein files, with them being accused of doing very disturbing and nasty things. And as for Jay-Z, his accusations are also very disturbing, with him being accused of doing something to a girl while she was sleeping.
Recently, Kanye West once again set the internet on fire after making explosive claims about Jay-Z, sparking a fresh wave of online speculation. In a series of statements, Kanye suggested, without evidence, that Jay-Z might be attempting to leave the country, and the timing immediately caught people's attention. Online chatter quickly connected Kanye's comments to renewed public interest in documents related to Jeffrey Epstein, after renewed calls for transparency around historical case files. It's important to note, no official records confirm Jay-Z attempting to flee the country, but the rumor alone was enough to send social media into a frenzy. What made the moment even more controversial is that Kanye has made similar accusations for years, often naming Jay-Z and Pusha T, claims that were widely dismissed at the time as unsubstantiated and unreliable. Now, with Epstein's case back in public discussion, some online users are revisiting Kanye's past statements, questioning whether they were simply provocative talk or something else entirely.
Kidnapping children is not what great nations do. We in America are misinformed. Reality shows have warped our idea of what a hero is and what the truth.
To understand why these conversations keep resurfacing, it helps to look at the confirmed history of the Epstein case itself. Epstein was first investigated in the mid-2000s following reports from a family in Palm Beach, Florida, who accused him of exploiting their teenage daughter. Over time, multiple victims came forward with similar allegations, leading to Epstein's arrest in 2006 after a grand jury indictment. In 2008, Epstein pleaded guilty to state charges and served a controversial sentence that many critics later described as unusually lenient. Several victims continued to pursue justice through civil lawsuits, with some alleging that Epstein and his associate Ghislaine Maxwell facilitated access to powerful individuals, allegations that became central to later legal proceedings. Epstein was rearrested in July 2019 on federal charges in New York, but the case took a shocking turn when he was found dead in his jail cell on August 10, 2019. Officials ruled his death a suicide, though public skepticism and unanswered questions have persisted ever since. As renewed discussions around Epstein's network gained traction online, unverified claims and screenshots began circulating on social media, with users speculating about various high-profile names. Among those names, Jay-Z's was mentioned in online discussions, though no court documents or verified evidence confirmed criminal wrongdoing by him.
You look at an interview from me from 10 years ago, everybody says, I love that interview. People didn't love it back then, though, because I was speaking to the future. I'm 10 years ahead mentally, and I'm trapped in today's time. And every now and then I crack you a smile for 2013, but I'm cracking you a frown for 2023. And I'm focused on what it's going to be. Just mark my words, as I'm Kanye West. You seen my...
One particularly viral claim referenced an anonymous accusation that also mentioned Harvey Weinstein, but even in those accounts, no direct criminal actions were attributed to Jay-Z, and the claims remain unproven. Still, the association alone was enough to ignite intense debate, leading many users to question how rumors spread and why certain names gained traction faster than others. As a result, Jay-Z found himself at the center of a growing online storm, fueled more by speculation and viral reaction than by verified facts, raising a larger question about how quickly public perception can shift in the age of social media.
For a lot of people online, the biggest shock wasn't just that Epstein's case was trending again, it was seeing Jay-Z even mentioned in the same conversations. While Jay-Z has long been associated with other major industry figures, many users said they never expected his name to be discussed anywhere near the Epstein topic. That alone caused discussions to spiral fast across social media. As the speculation grew, attention also turned to a Sean Combs, better known as Diddy, A resurfaced video began circulating online as some viewers interpreted as showing Jay-Z looking uncomfortable during a public event.
Did he go down? We seen our. Why does Jay-Z keep slipping through the cracks? That's the guy I'm waiting for. He's sending everybody to jail but Jay-Z, the damn ringleader. The only people brave enough to call this guy out is 50 Cent and Nicki Minaj. Where you at, Charlamagne? Say something. Where you at, Shade Room? What? Shade Room don't want to. They deleting posts now? What are you afraid of? Who is this guy? Oh, that's right, he's a criminal. Did he stab his brother or something? He's selling drugs. The kingpin, self-admitted.
Online commenters ran with their own theories, claiming without evidence that the clip hinted at behind-the-scenes tension. None of these interpretations have been verified, but they quickly fueled even more debate. At the same time, conversations around the Epstein case continued to blur together with rumor and assumption. While no verified documents accuse Jay-Z of criminal wrongdoing, some users focus heavily on association and proximity, asking speculative questions about why certain names appear together in online discussions at all. This type of reasoning, though common on social media, remains purely conjecture and is not supported by confirmed evidence. As expected, older interviews, clips, and screenshots began resurfacing, with users attempting to draw connections between Jay-Z, other celebrities, and Epstein's broader network. Some posts even dragged Beyoncé into the conversation, despite no court records or verified reporting linking her to Epstein. Still, the volume of speculation alone created massive waves online. Not long after, Kanye West re-entered the conversation through resurfaced footage where he made aggressive claims about Jay-Z and Pusha T. These statements, which were never backed by evidence, circulated widely as viewers debated whether Kanye was speaking metaphorically, emotionally, or simply trying to provoke attention. The situation escalated further when comedian Corey Holcomb made sensational remarks during a podcast appearance, hitting at extreme theories involving celebrities and Epstein.
By the way, that's why he's scared. So why does the NFL work with him? Why you got him doing the Super Bowl? Yeah, freaking Kendrick Lamar. Nobody knows Kendrick Lamar. You got this weirdo acting up and down the stage, making all this noise. The music is trash. And now you got Bad Bunny. You gonna have trans kissing boys on stage at the Super Bowl? I'm just waiting for Jay-Z's day, boy. Now it's popping up in the you-know-what files. Come on now. What more do you need? Saw the music he had Foxy Brown sing when she was 16 years old?
These comments were widely criticized for lacking proof, but they still spread rapidly, adding another layer of noise to an already chaotic online environment. Soon after, a 2024 clip featuring MIA went viral. In the video, she described personal experiences in the music industry that many viewers interpreted symbolically or artistically, though others online framed them as something more sinister. Once again, none of these interpretations were supported by evidence, but the internet ran with its own conclusions. And as expected, 50 Cent jumped into the conversation, publicly teasing future projects and commentary. While his statements added fuel to the ongoing online drama, no documentary or investigation has confirmed any criminal allegations involving Jay-Z. By this point, the situation had become less about verified facts and more about how quickly speculation, commentary, and resurfaced content can snowball, especially when famous names, past controversies, and unresolved public questions collide.
And with all of this coming out, 50 Cent couldn't waste the opportunity to go at his nemesis Jay-Z by basically blasting him and making fun of him all over social media. And this is specifically what he ended up posting to his Instagram page, which were just very weird AI photos of Jay-Z. And then 50 Cent also hinted that he is planning on doing a massive documentary with this entire situation and exposing Jay-Z, with the caption of this post saying, "Damn, they got Jay-Z on the Epstein list. I gotta do a doc on this." And 50 didn't stop there, because then he posted another photo of the headline of this entire situation breaking out, with him just pointing more jokes and fun at Jay-Z.
As the online conversation intensified, attention quickly shifted to how other public figures were reacting. While some users continued criticizing Jay-Z, others pointed out that a handful of celebrities appeared to be stepping in publicly to defend him, a move that only added more fuel to the debate. One moment in particular caught people's attention. A post shared by the Shade Room referencing the online discussion was deleted shortly after going live. There was no public explanation or follow-up, and that silence led to widespread speculation among users. Some wondered whether the post was removed for legal, editorial, or accuracy-related reasons, though no confirmation has ever been provided. As expected, theories quickly filled the gap. Commenters online floated the idea that powerful figures may have pressured media outlets to pull back, but once again, there's no evidence supporting those claims. Still, the sudden disappearance of the post became a talking point in itself, highlighting how quickly narratives can form when information is incomplete. The discussion grew even louder when Lizzo and DJ Academics publicly spoke in Jay-Z's defense. Their comments sparked strong reactions online, with critics questioning whether it was appropriate to weigh in at all. In Lizzo's case especially, some users pushed back aggressively, arguing that ongoing controversy surrounding her made her involvement controversial, though none of that establishes wrongdoing by Jay-Z.
Don't see the lineup?
Yeah, we see the lineup. I'm just waiting to see who's next.
Jay-Z is setting Diddy up.
As emotions ran high, internet personalities like Jaguar Wright resurfaced in the conversation, with clips of her past warnings being widely reshared. Supporters claim her statements felt predictive, while critics dismissed them as speculation. Either way, the resurfacing content contributed to a sense that the situation was spiraling beyond anyone's control. At the same time, fans noticed that Beyoncé remained publicly silent. That silence alone sparked intense debate, with some interpreting it as standard privacy protection, while others read far more into it. No statements have been released, and no conclusions can be drawn from that absence. Meanwhile, self-described online investigators began sharing screenshots and claims involving alleged flight records and travel data. None of this information has been verified, and no official records confirm Jay-Z's involvement in any illegal activity. Even so, the speculation spread rapidly, illustrating how quickly unverified material can gain traction once a narrative takes hold. Adding to the uncertainty, some users began circulating claims that authorities might revisit elements of the Epstein case due to renewed public pressure. As of now, no official announcements confirm any such action, but the rumor alone intensified the sense of anticipation online. By this point, the conversation has shifted almost entirely away from confirmed facts and toward how silence, deleted posts, and internet theories can amplify suspicion, regardless of evidence. Whether Jay-Z eventually addresses the rumors or continues to stay quiet, one thing is clear: the online debate shows no signs of slowing down.
It's highly offensive for people who are smart enough to really know what's happening. Look, y'all talking about R. Kelly. Beyonce was on that island where they was kids. Damn! Beyonce was on Pedo Island.
As the online debate kept escalating, another viral moment added fuel to the fire. A short audio clip began circulating on social media, claimed by users to be a leaked voice note from someone allegedly connected to Jay-Z. In the clip, a voice appears to warn bloggers to slow down with accusations or risk legal consequences. The authenticity of the audio has not been verified, and many users openly question whether it was real or simply another internet hoax, but the clip still spread rapidly. At the same time, speculation grew that former associates of Jay-Z might eventually speak publicly. These claims remain entirely unconfirmed, but the idea alone kept social media buzzing, with users theorizing about what could happen if anyone came forward with verifiable information. As pressure mounted, attention once again turned to whether Jay-Z or Beyoncé would address the rumors directly. Their continued silence became a topic of debate in itself. Some viewers interpreted it as a standard legal or personal decision, while others projected far more meaning onto it, a reminder of how easily speculation can grow in the absence of official statements. The situation intensified further when new footage surfaced online showing Jay-Z in what appeared to be a tense conversation with a longtime business partner at a private event. While no context was provided, commenters quickly filled in the blanks, suggesting the moment was connected to recent controversies. Without confirmation, these interpretations remained speculative, but the clip was widely shared and dissected frame by frame. Alongside that, unverified claims began circulating that certain brands or partners were quietly distancing themselves until the online noise settled. No companies have publicly confirmed any changes, yet the rumors...
This is what I'm saying. It's like you give her a pass. You give her a pass. She can have a concert and everything after she's a known participant on Pedo Island. It's like people want to dismiss it. That's why you can't tell me nothing about what the media say about nobody.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the media is going to make a bad guy out of whoever. They won't.
Sparked conversations about how public controversy, even when unproven, can impact business relationships and reputation. By this point, public opinion had clearly split. Some fans argued that the entire situation amounted to an online smear campaign driven by recycled clips and unchecked claims. Others insisted that the sheer volume of discussion suggested something deeper, even without evidence. The back and forth only intensified as new theories appeared almost hourly. The speculation reached another peak when users began claiming that Jay-Z had strengthened his legal team in response to the online storm. Hiring lawyers, however, is a routine step for public figures facing intense scrutiny and does not indicate wrongdoing. Still, the rumor added to the sense of tension spreading across social platforms. Finally, a new claim emerged suggesting that a former security associate connected to Jay-Z was being questioned by authorities regarding unrelated matters tied to past industry events. As with many other claims circulating online, no official sources have confirmed this, but it became yet another thread for internet sleuths to analyze. At this stage, the story had grown less about verified developments and more about how quickly rumors, clips, and speculation can spiral, especially when fame, silence, and unresolved public curiosity collide.
I met Jay-Z and I signed to Roc Nation. The first thing he told me to do is get plastic surgery. I'm not insecure because I would have got plastic surgery. People make it, they all can turn around and thank Beyonce because that's and enough is enough. Can come in for everyone now. And even Adele, when she gets an award, she thanks Beyonce.
As the conversation continued to spiral, one cryptic tweet added even more fuel. An anonymous account known online for commenting on celebrity news posted a vague message suggesting that more names are about to surface and that Jay-Z might not even be the central focus. The tweet contained no evidence or specifics, but that didn't stop it from spreading rapidly and reigniting speculation across platforms. Some fans of Beyonce also began voicing concern, worrying aloud about how renewed attention on old controversies could widen the conversation and pull in even more public figures. None of this was based on confirmed developments, but the emotional reaction online showed just how tense the atmosphere had become. At this stage, many users began describing the situation as the entire entertainment industry holding its breath. New screenshots and alleged messages started circulating, claimed to show private conversations between unnamed executives discussing crisis management and reputational protection. The images were heavily blurred, lacked verification, and did not identify anyone directly, but they were still shared widely as people tried to decode what they were seeing. Adding to the speculation, a gossip blogger claimed that a former insider connected to Roc Nation had described internal disagreements, with some associates allegedly distancing themselves while others remained supportive. These claims have not been substantiated, but they contributed to a growing narrative that internal pressure might exist, even if no concrete proof has been presented. Online attention only intensified as users began reanalyzing old photos, interviews, and public appearances, searching for meaning in moments that had previously gone unnoticed. Some commentators suggested that Beyoncé's continued silence was intentional distancing, while others pushed back, pointing out that public figures often avoid responding to unverified rumors altogether.
Oh, I didn't want to drip myself in blood and cover myself and swim in goop. In black goop, fucking like wear devil horns to fucking sell a record. Fuck that. Or be a witch, or be that, all of that, all of that.
Meanwhile, speculation continued to swirl about whether authorities might revisit historical cases connected to Epstein due to renewed public interest. As of now, no official statements confirm any new investigations, but the idea alone kept the internet buzzing with anticipation. The tension peaked again when a supposed leaked email thread began circulating online, allegedly tied to a media organization. The messages, unverified and lacking context, were interpreted by users as evidence that certain stories may have been delayed or handled cautiously. Without confirmation, these claims remained speculative, though they sparked wider conversations about media responsibility and rumor amplification. At the same time, users claimed that Jay-Z's team was engaging in aggressive public relations management. While no unusual actions have been confirmed, discussions around crisis response, brand protection, and reputation management became central talking points, especially as more cryptic posts appeared hinting that something big could be coming. By this point, the situation had taken on a life of its own. With no verified developments, no official statements, and an endless stream of speculation, the story continued to grow, not because of confirmed facts, but because of how quickly rumor culture feeds itself in the digital age. Whether the conversation eventually fades or shifts direction, one thing is certain. Once speculation reaches this level, the internet rarely lets go quietly.
By this point, the online conversation had reached a fever pitch. Another audio clip began circulating across social platforms, with users claiming the voice sounded like Jay-Z discussing vague ideas about privacy and legal strategy. The recording's authenticity has not been verified, and no source has confirmed who the voice actually belongs to. But that uncertainty didn't stop the clip from spreading rapidly or sparking intense debate. Almost immediately, social media split into two camps. Those convinced the audio was fabricated or manipulated, and others insisted it raised serious questions. As with previous clips, no evidence has confirmed the recording is real, yet the viral reaction alone kept the story trending.
Vindication for me, because for 4 years, I've been screaming not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters. And the victim-making machine kept going on.
At the same time, users began pointing out how differently various media outlets were responding. While independent bloggers and commentators discussed the clip openly, larger outlets appeared far more cautious, a common approach when material is unverified or legally sensitive. Some bloggers claim they were contacted by third parties asking them to remove posts, though these claims have not been substantiated. Speculation didn't stop there. Online commentators began suggesting that longtime industry figures might eventually share their own experiences related to past business practices in the music world. These ideas remained purely speculative, but they added to the sense that broader industry conversations, not just one individual, were being pulled into the spotlight. As each new rumor surfaced, social media treated it like breaking news. Hashtags trended, reaction videos multiplied, and timelines refreshed by the minute. Supporters argued the situation reflected how quickly misinformation spreads, while critics insisted the volume of discussion meant something more was coming. The intensity spiked again when users began circulating claims that Jay-Z could face legal involvement connected to previously sealed court matters related to the Epstein case. No official filings, subpoenas, or confirmations.
Is that the Shade Room just posted this and then immediately took it down. It's no longer on their page. I just screenshotted it because I was going through my stuff, and when I went to look at the comments, it was like unable to load. They took the post down.
Support these claims, but the rumor alone caused widespread reaction, with fans closely watching for any verified updates. Additional posts suggested that authorities were reviewing communications tied to multiple high-profile figures, another claim without public confirmation. Still, the lack of clear information only heightened speculation, with comparisons being drawn to past celebrity controversies, despite the absence of verified parallels. As emotions ran high, public opinion remained sharply divided. Some fans continued to defend Jay-Z, calling the entire situation a cycle of recycled rumors and online exaggeration. Others believed the moment represented a broader reckoning for the music industry itself, not just one artist. By now, the conversation had moved far beyond music. It had become a case study in how viral content, silence, and speculation can combine to create the perception of a crisis, even before any facts are established. The tension peaked once more when online commentators claimed Jay-Z had participated in a private meeting related to ongoing discussions. No details, dates, or confirmations were provided, and there is no evidence of any formal questioning or legal proceeding. Still, the claim alone was enough to keep the internet on edge, with many describing the moment as a pause before either clarification or complete burnout of the rumor cycle. As the discussion continued, yet another blind item began circulating online. The post vaguely suggested that a former associate connected to Jay-Z may have shared documents related to industry dealings. No names, no evidence, and no confirmation were provided, but the timing alone led many users to speculate and connect dots, even without verified information.
And Jay-Z are linked to Island. What?
At the same time, fans noticed that Jay-Z's social media activity had gone completely quiet. No new posts, no comments, no public updates. While sudden silence from a public figure often sparks attention, it's also common during periods of intense scrutiny. Still, the absence of updates quickly became its own talking point online. Some users also claimed that Beyoncé's team had reduced media engagement, though no official statements have been made. That silence led to a wave of theories. Some viewers believed it signaled major developments behind the scenes, while others argued it was simply a strategic decision to avoid amplifying unverified rumors. Once again, interpretation replaced confirmation, and speculation filled the gaps. Online reactions grew louder and more emotional. Viral comments and posts criticized Jay-Z's long career and past associations, with users debating whether proximity to controversial figures should shape public perception. Others pushed back, arguing that association alone does not equal wrongdoing. The back and forth highlighted how polarized the conversation had become. Some users revisited how celebrity news pages, including the Shade Room, handle sensitive stories, questioning why certain posts remain while others are removed. These discussions quickly expanded into broader claims about media bias and narrative control, often referencing unrelated public controversies involving figures like Nicki Minaj. None of these claims have been substantiated, but they spread rapidly as part of the wider debate. By this point, the story had become less about any single allegation and more about how quickly online narratives can escalate, especially when fueled by blind items, deleted posts, emotional reactions, and silence from high-profile figures. So instead of jumping to conclusions, the bigger question becomes this: how should unverified claims be handled in the age of viral media? When does curiosity turn into misinformation, and where should the line be drawn? Let me know what you think about how these stories spread online. Do you believe silence and speculation are being misinterpreted, or do you think the internet is simply holding powerful figures to account? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you want more breakdowns on how viral narratives form and spiral, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next update.